What's up everyone, my name is Mike and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about this Doctor Strange drop, the Eye of Agamotto, that's coming out very shortly here. My thoughts, my price prediction, what I'm going to be doing for this drop. Let's get into this. So Doctor Strange 2 is coming out in less than a week, or about a week's time right now, so it makes sense that Marvel comes out with another VV drop related to Doctor Strange. Now we get the Eye of Agamotto, and this is powered by the Time Stone, so we get that Time Stone shown in this collectible, and this is a really detailed collectible. I love the way it looks. I don't quite like the list price of it at 70 gems for an object. So this gets a first edition stamp, not a first appearance stamp. And I just don't know quite yet whether or not I'm going to go for it. I think I'm leaning towards not going for it and getting it in the aftermarket, maybe just the uncommon, but we'll talk more about that later. Let's focus right now on what this could mean. Now, Doctor Strange 2 comes out in a week, and perhaps this Eye of Agamotto is an accessory that can be used in combination with, say, a Doctor Strange collectible if and when that does come out in the future. That would be really interesting, or other Doctor Strange characters in the future, collectible versions on VeVe, and this could be an accessory that they could use, that you could add to that collectible. That would be really fascinating. We've seen things with the Matt Gondek drop where you could pair the Matt Gondek with the secret rare, the gold and black weapons rack, and the Matt Gondek actually becomes animated with that. So perhaps this also could be something that happens when you add the secret rare animated version of this Eye of Agamotto to, say, a secret rare animated version of Doctor Strange, that they add something animated to this collectible, and that would be really fascinating. And I'm sure there's going to be something along the lines of this, being that this is an accessory, being that this is something that Doctor Strange would be wearing. So this has me actually really excited for this, and really I would want the secret rare in this edition. I just don't know if I'm going to be willing to risk 70 gems trying to gamble and go for the secret rare, the animated version of this, for this drop. Perhaps I'll just wait. Perhaps we will see this decline a bit in the market. Perhaps we're going to get Star Wars come May the 4th, and that's going to cause a major gem squeeze because we've really been waiting for more Star Wars collectibles on the VeVe platform. So maybe I can just wait this out, maybe pay a little bit more than those 70 gems for the secret rare. But I think that the secret rare will be valuable. So let's get into price predictions for this. First off, we got 3 Eye of Agamotto editions here. We've got the uncommon coming in at 12,000 editions. These all get the first edition stamp and 70 gems for their list price. And then we've got the rare, and this just shows the same Eye of Agamotto, but with an open case so that you can actually see that Time Stone inside of it. And this comes in at 6,500 editions as the rare. And then we finally got the secret rare coming in at 2,110 editions. And this essentially just shows the animation of it going from closed to open, revealing that Time Stone. And I really love the way that this collectible looks. It is very detailed, it looks beautiful, and I would be willing to get this in the aftermarket, especially if it goes for below list price. Will it go below list price? It's tough to say. I'm going to guess that in this climate, in this market that we've seen in VeVe, that the uncommon may go below market, so less than those 70 gems, maybe as low as 35 to 50 gems in the aftermarket, and that's 12,000 of them. So that's a good chunk. That's more than probably about 60% of the total editions for this drop. And then we've got the rare at 6,500 editions, and at a list price of 70, I think we'll see this just above that perhaps. We do see that with first appearances or with characters, they do get more than first editions or objects. So perhaps that this one is not going to be as popular as another Marvel drop that's a first appearance or a character. And this is actually the first Marvel that is an object, is a first edition, other than the Avengers logo, which is a golden moment, which we can't really compare this to, being that that's a golden moment. It's just difficult to compare that to. So the rare, I do think, will come in just under 100 gems. And then finally, we've got the secret rare, and at a list price of 70 and only 2,110 editions, I do think that this would go for high 100s, maybe low 200s. So maybe in that 190 to 210 range. I don't quite know exactly what this might play out. Like I said, this will be the first time we see an object in the Marvel series of drops that we've seen on VEVE. And this could be sought after. I just don't know, and we will find out when this drops and what happens with this. I do suggest that you create your own price predictions. These are just my price predictions. Price predictions will help you just take the emotion out of actually going for it and not panic purchasing it in the aftermarket. You will set a price that you're willing to pick it up for because you think that it'll go above that price at some point in time. And I do think that this one will eventually go above my price predictions in the long run in VEVE, but this is not financial advice. This is just me talking this through with you on this channel and just letting you know what I'm thinking and what I'm thinking about with this Eye of Agamotto. So for me, I do not think I'm going to go for this on the drop. I'm going to save my gems in hopes of a Star Wars drop coming up in the future on VEVE. Perhaps that'll happen, perhaps not, but this is not one that I'm willing to put 70 gems in. I think if I really want it, I'll see in the aftermarket if it is below that 70 gem price range. I may pick one up, or I might just let that sit for now. And maybe we'll get a Doctor Strange collectible in the near future leading up to the Doctor Strange 2 movie, which is less than a week away now. So maybe that might be something that I'll be more willing to go for. And especially if this Eye of Agamotto has some sort of functionality with that Doctor Strange collectible, maybe I'll even go ahead and pick one of these up in the aftermarket, but I'm not willing to risk 70 gems on a gamble that I'll get the secret rare in this. It's much easier to do that with comics, being that there only is about 7 gems on the drop. 70 gems is a little bit much for me to stomach with this. My price predictions are based on hours, days, maybe up to a week after the drop. Once the dust has settled, once all the collectibles have been delivered to everybody, and the first wave of people that have been wanting to purchase it in that aftermarket and try to flip it have gone ahead and done that. Things have settled down. There's not as much movement. These are what my price predictions are technically based upon. But in this market, we just don't know what's going to happen. It has been a wild time on VEVE since February, even before then when prices were skyrocketing. So there's no really way to tell whether or not my price prediction is going to be quite correct or not. These just help me to set a benchmark that I'm willing to pay up towards. If I see it below that price prediction in the aftermarket, it might be a good pickup in my opinion. For me, that might not be the same for you, so set your own price predictions. If you found this video helpful for whatever reason, give it a like and comment below anything that you liked in this video or things that you took away or anything you agree, disagree on. Leave it all in the comment section below. I respond to anybody and everybody. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching.